Okay, I wanted to throw this number 5 from the test. I'm anticipating a few questions, so I figured I would avoid them here. Hopefully the deal with the derivative, I'm going to probably skip down a little bit here with the implicit differentiation. Maybe I'll just do this piece quickly. There was at least one person who did this clever trick. So we'll start with this sucker right here. We've got x squared over 4 plus y squared over 9 equals 1. I like this trick of multiplying everything by 36. So we get 9x squared plus 4y squared is equal to 36, and then take the derivative. So we get 18x plus 8y. Now you gotta be careful here. 8y prime. A couple mistakes on that little chain rule jig there, very few. Hopefully that one okay is equal to 0. Solve this sucker for y prime. 8y prime is equal to negative 18x, so y prime is equal to, what have we got there? Negative 18x over 8y. Just be nice and careful here. Ding ding, negative 9x over 4y. Pause the video, watch out if that went too quick. Maybe you did that slightly differently, but you should have ended up with y prime is equal to negative 9x over 4y. So then part A is give the slope at x equals negative 1. Well, the first thing you have to do if you want the slope, so you want the derivative, this is the slope, at x equals negative 1, so we also need y. So we got to go back to our original equation, put in x is equal to negative 1. So 1 over 4, I'm plugging negative 1 back into this equation right here, plus y squared over 9 equals 1. Let me know if you're following here. Well, you can't because it's a video. Pause the video if you're not following. Solve, solve, solve. That's 3/4. Y squared is equal to 3/4 times 9. So y squared is equal to 27/4, I think. So taking the square root, y is equal to 3 radical 3 over 2, plus or minus 3 radical 3 over 2. So we've got two different slopes. We've got to put in positive 3 radical 3 over 2 and negative 3 radical 3 over 2 back into this thing up here. So I'm going to write this, sort of maybe slap some new notation. I'm going to let you finish this part. We're going to have y prime of x and y. Let me know if that notation bothers you. Y prime as a function of x and y is going to be equal to, I'll let you do the plug and chug and simplification, but you should have gotten down to plus or minus radical 3 over 2. If you did not reduce that radical and rationalize, we reduce our fractions and we rationalize denominators. Okay, you have to do that. You'll start to lose. You did lose points if you didn't do that. For numbers. Part B, I'm going to leave part B mostly out here. That's vertical asymptotes. Okay, vertical asymptotes occur when you could do it two different ways. One, I think the most common way was to realize that this was an ellipse. And I'll probably leave it at that. And you can see where the vertical asymptotes are on an ellipse. Most of you got that. The other thing you could do is say, okay, well, a vertical asymptote occurs when this is equal to 0. So when y is equal to 0, and then you could just go back to your original equation. If y is equal to 0, then x, solve, 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 x is equal to, I believe, plus or minus 2. Come back and ask if you struggled on that one. Happily go over. The real question came in C, and I'll at least get you started and maybe let you finish C. C said, where is slope equal to negative 9? This was fun. Here's the slope, the derivative. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Here's the slope, so we're just going to set that equal to negative 9. That is, we're going to plug in negative 9 in up here. So y prime, doop, 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 doop. Negative 9 is equal to negative 9x over 4y. Okay, so solve, solve, solve. You can do this a couple ways. Negative 9's cancel, so you get 4y is equal to x. Or, if you like, y is equal to x over 4. Either one of those. How does that help us? I wonder. Aha! Well, I have this equation. Run back up the page. And this equation. And a lot of you tried this. Not all of you were successful. Substitute back into this equation up here. I'm going to substitute x is equal to 4y. So I'm going to get 4y squared over 4 plus y squared over 9 equals to 1. Solve, solve, solve. I think, double check this one, I think you end up with something like plus or minus 3 over radical 37. I'll let you puzzle through that one. Oh, holy moly, holy, holy moly. After that whole big speech. Sorry. 2 radical 37 over 37. Oh, close call there. Ooh, I just rationalized my denominator. Or you could also go back and substitute y is equal to x over 4. I'll also let you puzzle through that one. I think, looking at my notes over here, maybe I did this part wrong, in which case 2 radical 35 over radical 37. I'll double check that one and update the video. If it's wrong, and again, rationalize. I'll let you rationalize here. I can't do everything. Plus, this video has gone on a bit long and will take forever to download. Adios.